Okay, hot seat, cool throne. Before we get to Dog the Bounty Hunter, Hank, why don't you start?
My hot seat is Netflix. They are considering adding a variable playback speed, so similar to podcasts where you can go like 1.5 and 2 times speed, and it's got like filmmakers very upset.
Oh, cinema makers.
People are freaking out. Judd Apatow said, like, he was on a tweet storm, said, "Don't make me have to call every director and show creator on earth to fight you on this. Save me the time. I will win, but it will take me a ton of time. Don't fuck with our timing." And there was a lot of other people that were like following suit and going off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I'm Judd Apatow, I'm pissed off too, because imagine Seth Rogen's voice at 2x speed.
No. He's got that Buddha Ben cough.
Yeah. And people listen to this podcast on 1.5 times speed sometimes. 2 times speed. I think that you're insane if you do that.
No, I've actually been doing that recently.
I've tried doing 1.5 times speed on Hardcore History because it's like 6 hours long per podcast. But if you do it on like a comedy podcast, so definitely not ours.
Right.
But if you did it on a funny podcast, I think it would throw things off.
We should start doing this really quickly in every single episode to fuck with people.
Yeah. My other hot seat is Peter Luger's and me. They received a 0-star review, which is equivalent to 0 balls.
Oh, man, I love Peter Luger's. That's my favorite restaurant in Brooklyn. Oh, man.
And I really like it when you go there, the waiters are sometimes assholes to you, and they bring your steak out, and then they keep flipping through their pocket, and they say, okay, this is expensive, this is expensive. Well, you want some spinach? Probably not. You're pussy if you eat spinach.
And the best part about Peter Luger's is you can recook your steak on the hot plate because they keep it really hot.
And they slice it up for you on your plate, and then when they hand it to you, you got to slice into it because it's already sliced up.
It was a place that I had a connection, so I felt cool when I went there, but now they have a 0-star review, so I have no clout, and it's kind of upsetting, so it's like, fuck, what do I do now?
Oh, man, that sucks so bad.
I enjoyed the steak.
For people that
don't interrupt me, big cat. I ate the steak,
1.5.
and it was tasty.
Now everyone who listens to it on regular speed's like, this fucking sucked.
Yep.
You guys are assholes.
Yep.
And I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Luger's, that's bad. I actually like that place.
It's a name that just exudes class.
Yeah, you feel like, hey, you want to go to Luger's?
Peter Luger's.
Like maybe it's a gun name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. By the way, going back to Seth Rogen real quick, everyone has that one friend who smoked too much weed and his laugh is the same as his cough, and they're interchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually awesome to listen to. Like, it's kind of gross sometimes because they'll laugh and then they'll just start like spitting up phlegm. But you also kind of love it because when they start laughing, they can't stop laughing until they cough, which also sounds like their laugh, so it's an extra laugh.
Yeah, it's just one function rolled into one.
Yeah.
My cool throne is Team Targaryen and just Game of Thrones fans in general. So it came out today, that the guys that like fucked up the creator or like the show producers of that fucked up the last season got like fired off of Star Wars. They basically said that season 8 was so bad because they were like worried about Star Wars. That's why they didn't do like more seasons and shit, which got fans mad. They got fired off Star Wars for whatever reason. So Game of Thrones fans were happy about that. And it was announced today that a Team Targaryen show from the first 300 years before Game of Thrones is coming out.
I don't think I've ever forgotten a cast of characters' names faster than Game of Thrones.
Team Targ.
I forget who the Targs are.
I just remember your takes stunk.
Well, clearly not, because I was Team Targ, and that was proven to be the correct take because they're developing an entire show around the name.
Remember when they had the dragon burn the Iron Throne, and they're like, hey, let's hit you over the face with this? It's not even close to subtle?
Yeah.
That was sick.
And then they came out after that and said, oh, that didn't really mean anything. So they were like there was too much emphasis on an analogy that was just like way overwrought, and then it turns out they just stumbled their way into that analogy. So yeah, that's tough. Also, it's a prequel that they're putting out. That's a good spin zone to get people's minds off. You finish the show really shittily. Well, guess what? We're gonna go back. You like the first season? Tell you what, we're gonna give you an extra first season.
The thing is, though, because George R.R. Martin hadn't written the books of the finale, and so it was up to the showrunners to finish it, and they fucked it up. But there is actual like a book that they're basing this show off of, so it's like back to the good shit.
Okay, you know what they should do? So they came under fire for some of the battle scenes in the last season. They should get back to what made the show popular, as baseball has shown us, and incorporate more boobs. So seasons 1 and 2, boobs everywhere.
And
plethora of
umpire
boobs.
fuck-ups.
Yeah, and umpire fuck-ups. The first season is being played under review. They should have, instead of that giant fight, what was that called? The Battle of...
The Bastards?
The Bastards. Yeah. They should have just the orgy of the bastards.
They should have one guy just walking around the entire series holding a bat. We never know why.
Mm-hmm.
And he just touches a bunch of bases.
I like that.
That's it. Team Tarwick is back.
Okay.
Dracarys.
All right.
My hot seat is global warming.
Dracarys.
Wait.
Because the LSU Tigers signed a wide receiver named DeColdest Crawford.
Yes.
So DeColdest is making his way to Baton Rouge. Probably the coolest name, if not in the history of college football, definitely in the history of Louisiana State, I would say.
Do you know his middle name? It's not the one that was reported.
It's Juan.
DeColdest Juan.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Hold that tiger.
Hold that tiger. I'm really excited to see it. And with a new law that got put into place, which I think everybody's still kind of up in the air about, that athletes are allowed now to profit off their name and likeness.
Yep.
DeColdest is going to make so much money profiting off DeColdest.
Does that mean we get the EA Sports back? I think we do, right?
That's
we get the video
that's
game
the
back.
conclusion everyone jumped to, and I'm going to say yes until proven otherwise.
Okay. I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah. My only regret in this show is that we prematurely named Bubba instead of DeColdest.
DeColdest Juan.
That'd be sweet if your name was DeColdest Juan.
Yeah.
My cool throne is Destiny. Not only are the Nats a team of destiny, but Chip Kelly was talking about Destiny this weekend after a game, and he laid into a reporter. He said, I wish people wouldn't bring up the term destiny because saying you control your own destiny doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Because destiny implies that the series of events is already preordained. So he smashed a reporter's best friend, which is to use the term control your own destiny or team of destiny, by just saying, like, why try to do anything if life is already set out ahead of you?
Okay. I like that.
So he put destiny on the cool throne.
Always deep, Chip Kelly.
Yes. Well, he's lived his last 6 years like he doesn't care and everyth's preordained for him anyways. And also tacos are on the cool throne. Taco Bell. Steal a base, steal a taco.
Yep.
I believe today, Wednesday, is Steal a Taco Day.
Yes.
Where you get your tacos for free.
You get to know you actually go and steal one.
You go and you take one from
Yeah.
you jump behind the counter.
Whoever causes a riot at Taco Bell gets as many tacos as they want. That's
Incorrect.
what it is?
Incorrect.
That's the giveaway?
Nope.
Only at Taco Bell though.
Rob a Taco Bell
Single
day.
file line. Use your manners. Accept your free taco.
Rob a Taco
Enjoy
Bell,
your day.
but make sure it's in New England.
Yep, absolutely.
Rhode Island or Massachusetts.
Tell him PMT sent you. Tell him Hank sent you.
Yeah, tell them Hank that they'll give you all the tacos for free.
Don't do that.
Okay. All right. My hot seat is, well, this news just came out, and it's alleged. All of it's alleged. So the Dirty Sports podcast, they had a video where they basically accused a Twitter account named Jameis1 to be Jason Light, the GM of the Bucs. Now, I don't know if it's true, but a couple things. One is, even if it's not true, this is the funniest Twitter account I've ever seen because its name is the Jameis1, and he wrote an ebook called Jameis Winston Derangement Syndrome: How the Media Causes Us to Overlook the Start of a Hall of Fame NFL Career.
Okay.
So even if it's not Jason Light, it's the funniest account I've ever seen.
Yes.
And then if it is Jason Light, it is truly the greatest account I've ever seen. So I don't know. This story will be continuing. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it like in the next day or two. But if it is, just know that we, at bare minimum, we found a person who wrote a ebook about Jameis Winston being a future Hall of Famer and how the media has a derangement syndrome about his career.
Does he address the Jameis Winston issues where he might need glasses?
That should. But that made me think, by the way, why are all the umps like 40 and 50 years old?
Oh, they're very old. Yeah.
They all can't see.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Shouldn't we get umps that are like
robots?
25?
Oh, yeah, our robots.
Yeah, robots too. Yeah,
Get the Boston Dynamics dogs
Yeah.
out there. Don't put any banana peels on the field.
Owls. Literal owls.
Yeah. They've got great vision
could
for night games.
Yeah, they could sit right where the Astros steal all their signs from.
Yeah, which is still happening.
Oh, yeah.
I've noticed the pitch tipping. That's what we're calling it now. We're calling it pitch tipping. We know what it means.
Yes.
Strasburg said he realized he was tipping his pitches tonight in the first inning and changed it.
Well,
after the first inning.
Bregman
He's a dirty
is
little
actually kind of a genius because if you just say that you have everyone's pitches, they'll all start doing things they don't want to do. Like you'll get in their head by being like, "Oh yeah, I know." Like all you have to do is, "Oh yeah, I know exactly what's coming," and then they're going to start like changing everything they do every single time they come out. So it's genius.
Jameis 1 of 1
has denied.
He's denying.
He's denying it.
He's saying you have to love Twitter. By the way, if need be, I'll be happy to do a call-in interview at the same time Mr. Light is at the interview in person to dispel such nonsense. So interesting. Very interesting. So what Light is going to do, does he have any brothers?
No, he's going to record a video press conference and then call in.
He's going to have the Arnold Schwarzenegger soundboard.
Yeah.
He's going to have a Jason Light soundboard on his phone that he's going to be pressing.
It might not be him. I'll give the benefit of the doubt and say it's not him because I don't want to just accuse someone just like point blank. That's kind of fucked up to do without like definitive proof.
Yep. I'm
just more happy that we know Jameis 1 of 1 exists because that is the funniest account I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Wait, hold on. He has quotes on his page of people who read his book. Jameis 1 of 1 has written a game-changing book that the mainstream media may hate, but NFL fans will love. I hope this book is a bestseller. Joe Howley, former Tampa Bay Bucs center. Jameis 1 of 1 takes a hard look at a comparative and even era adjusted stats that prove Jameis compares favorably to Super Bowl era Hall of Fame quarterbacks. When looked at objectively, it's really quite obvious Winston's on a Hall of Fame pace. This is awesome.
Wow.
I can't believe anyone has
You can write a book about anything.
Dude, like I said, it probably isn't Jason Light. We're going to say he's innocent, right?
Yes. Yes.
I want to know who did actually create this.
To me, that's almost more interesting.
Yes, way more interesting.
It would make more sense to me if it was Jason Light running this than somebody else. The fact that it's not is genuinely concerning.
Right. Like this person is out here defending Jameis Winston. If he has no relation to Jameis Winston and he wrote an ebook,
it's a crazy person we're dealing with.
Crazy.
An insane individual.
I want to get him on the show, but only call in.
Yes.
Yeah.
You only call in during a game.
During a game. Yeah. Oh, that was a big thing. He stops during the game. All right. My cool throne is the Nets and Nets teammates because there was a big story today about Kyrie being moody. So apparently, like during when the Cavs were in there, I think it was the last year they were all together. So they didn't win the title, but Kyrie just stopped talking to everyone for like 3 days straight during the playoffs.
He went Buddhist.
Apparently, he did this when the Nets were in China as well. So his moods are a concern to the Nets. Well, guess what? You're on my cool throne because everyone freaked out and was like, Kyrie this, Kyrie that. I read the story, and here's a quote. There's hope that Durant will be able to coax his friend into a better frame of mind. And said, Durant said, I look at Kyrie as somebody who is an artist. You have to leave him alone. You know what he'll bring to the table every night because he cares so much about the game. So Kevin Durant is on the case to keep Kyrie Irving from getting moody. They're fine.
I kind of like that dynamic, though. It's a little Jay and Silent Bob-ish.
Right.
So you've got Kyrie that never says anything, and then you've got Kevin Durant that just says everything.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
it seems like it's going to be a good buddy cop type thing.
What if Kevin Durant was the guy behind Jameis 101?
That would be a productive use of his time.
That would be the greatest.
But he's just writing about Jameis as if Jameis was Kevin Durant.
Right.
He's just completely substituted he did a find and replace. He wrote an ebook about himself and then went back and changed all the Kevin Durants to Jameis Winston's.
And then Kevin Durant dunked on Donovan McNabb. Durant was actually using his real account. Donovan McNabb said, with everything starting to come out with Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets, when will Kevin Durant realize maybe I should have stayed in Golden State? Boy, I've seen this happen before. And Kevin Durant just replied, relax, McNabb. And one gets dunked on more than Donovan McNabb.
That's a great comeback.
Twitter.
That's a great comeback.
He's someone who doesn't know how to use Twitter.
No, he does. I don't think McNabb reads his replies. I think he has a burner phone that he tweets every tweet out from, and then he just throws it into the trash can.
Yeah, he did reply. He just replied with the Mike Tyson laughing really hard at a roast gif.
Okay, yeah.
Not really good
He's
reply.
having fun with it.
Yeah, not really.
He's in on the joke. McNabb's in on it. Good job.
Like, yeah, oh, relax, McNabb. That's so funny. That's not a reply that makes any sense.
No, that reply is actually the underthrown pass of replies.
Yes.